Predator 2 wasn't as big as the first Predator film, but it became a cult classic, and I like the movie because it gave us two things about the Predator. One, they'll shoot the fair one, it'll be unfair, but they'll shoot the unfair one with you. And two, they recognize real. The Predator in Predator 2 was giving Mike Harrigan all types of hell. He was raising hell all over Los Angeles, starting shit with gangs. For the Predator, it's like vacation and like a rites of passage. For Mike Harrigan, this is mad paperwork, and he's gotta clear this shit. He gets into a shootout with the Predator, and then he's on the Predator's ship, and he has to use the Predator's own weapon against him, and he has to throw the knives with them. And I like that the Predator was like, oh wait, I could shoot you, but you got a blade? Alright, we gonna blade it up then. We gonna make this look like the fucking Beat It video. And we see Mike Harrigan plays possum to get the best of this young Predator. And my favorite part of the film is that he killed the Predator, and then he looks around him and he sees all these other predators, 9 of them, uncloaking all around him, surrounding him. And all Mike says is, alright, who's next? There's this elder predator there. He's looking at Mike Harrigan, looking at the young boy that got killed, and he's like, I told him to watch his left. I said that y'all humans were tricky, but these young boys don't listen. And we see predators come and take him, and they bring him to their ship. And elder predator's about to go, but he looks at Mike Harrigan and he's like, you know, no, we fuck with you. You won. And he pulls out this old flintlock pistol and tosses it to him, and he's like, take it. Mike Harrigan catches it, and he sees inscribed on it is, was 1718, and it has the name Raphael Aldani written on it. And he's like, God damn, it shows us that, yo, they've been on Earth multiple times, and for long times too, throughout the centuries. And the elder tells them, deserve, and then leaves. They recognize real rap. I like that about the predators. Like, yeah, this is our culture, we hunt and everything like that, but like, when the hunt's over, like, if you got it, you got it. And what's dope is the story behind that gun is that Elder Predator was here back in 1718. Dark Horse did a non-canon comic book, which should really be canon, to explain where that gun came from. It was from this black pirate named Raphael Aldani. Raphael Aldani was a pirate, a black pirate, and he was going to give back this treasure that his crew had killed these clergy folks and church folks for. Raphael Aldani wanted to give the money back. He's like, yo, what the fuck were you doing? Killing church people for money? We don't do that shit. And his crew was like, actually, we do that shit, and a whole mutiny started. He's like, all right, well, I'll take y'all all on then. Aldani's with the shit, though. He's like, all right, I don't give a fuck, and he starts taking dudes out. Meanwhile, there's a predator, that elder predator from Predator 2, is watching all this go down, and he's like, oh, shit. Yo, I'm gonna fight him. He's dope. One crew member goes to get more folks from the boat to go after Aldani. The last dude goes after Aldani. He gets a drop on Aldani, but he gets stabbed from behind by the predator. And Aldani's like, yo, what the fuck? I love that this is 1718 and this is Aldani, this black pirate, seeing an alien for the first time. And his first instinct is, I don't give a fuck, let's get it. And he starts swinging the cutlass at dude. And they start banging back and forth. And the crew that was after Aldani, they see him in the, up on the hills. They're like, this dude's fighting the beast or a golden angel. What the fuck's going on here? They come down trying to get some, and now Aldani is working with the predator to kill all these dudes. And that shit, it's so cool, because yeah, we fighting each other. Hold up. Let's kill these motherfuckers first. And he calls them all bastards, and that predator, he says the same thing. He says bastards, repeating what Aldani had said. You gotta respect the game, because Aldani turns around like, all right, they're dead. Let's get on with it then. But then he gets shot in the back. He falls into the predator's arms, and the predator's like, oh, what the fuck, man? He sees dude that shot him and just blows his back out, not the fun way, with his shoulder cannon. Aldani sees this with his dying breath. He has his gun out, and he's looking at the predator. He's like, I mean, shit, you got him. And he says, take it, right before he dies, meaning his gun. Dopest part about this that I like is that the predator buries him, like ceremonially, almost like a warrior. He looks at the cross Aldani has on his neck, and he looks at the trophies of, you know, the little skulls and shit, the folks he's killed, on his neck, realizing like, okay, these are almost kind of the same thing. And in the same gesture of Aldani giving him the gun, he gives Aldani his sword, and he drops it onto his grave and tells him, take it. Cold as fuck. That's why I love the Predator. They recognize real. I love that origin for that elder predator that gave the gun, Raphael Aldani's gun, to Mike Harrigan. And that gun comes up again in the movie Prey, which is the best Predator movie. The only thing I didn't like is that the history of the gun was changed. But then again, the comic book was non-canon. And this movie goes so hard, I'm like, I'll allow it. And I don't care if it's not canon, but for me, Raphael Aldani is the first human we see to fight side by side with a predator. Not the last, though, and we're going to get to that, Alien vs. Predator. And Mike Harrigan is the first human to live and get a trophy from an elder predator, showing that predators might be ruthless hunters, but they can recognize a real motherfucker when they see one.